Okay.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. We're just going to wait a minute while everyone gets logged in. Glad to see you here. Hi everybody, we're going to get started in just a minute here. Just waiting for a couple more people to log in. We'll start promptly in 1 minute. Steve, I recognize you from yesterday. Thanks for joining us today. Okay, looks like we have a good group of people here. Thank you for joining us. My name is Melissa Galland. I'm here in the corporate office at Vancouver, Washington. And we are here with Katie. Katie is our homeownership counselor based out of Cresswell, Oregon. And Katie has a great deal of experience helping our homeowners plan the custom homes that they've been dreaming of and doing it all within budget and helping them get exactly what they want. Katie, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everyone.
So you helped a customer recently build a home, and you're going to tell us all about it?
I am going to tell you all about it.
Okay. So which plan is this?
Okay, so this is actually a project that I've been looking forward to sharing off for a number of reasons. But this that you're looking at is the exterior elevation for the home we built. So this is our 1,232 square foot Ainsworth plan. You can see it's kind of a ranch style. It's cute. And the specific customer, so here looking at his floor plans, had to switch the garage to the opposite side, which is of course an option with any of our plans. So you see this house has your standard 20 by 20 garage. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, cute little open concept home. And I am going to, before we get too far into the video, I want to give you kind of a lay of the land. So this specific property owner, budget was #1 priority here. These are investment homes, and so he was trying to keep costs as low as possible. But what you're going to see is he owns 2 tax lots, one right in front of the other. One had an existing home on it already, the other one being completely bare. But his jurisdiction allowed him to put an ADU on each tax lot in addition to the main house. So what we actually did here was 3 builds. So we have our main house here in the back. This is the 1,200, the Ainsworth, the 1,232 square foot. And then we also have 2 800 square foot ADUs. So I think I'm going to zoom out to those in just a second. So here's that main house. One of my favorite things about this project is that this family let their kiddos pick the paint scheme for each ADU. So as we look down the line, so here's ADU #1, single car garage, 800 square feet of living space, so 2-story right there. So we've got our green and purple paint scheme here. And then the second ADU is actually just a mirror image of the first one. And they did red and blue. So it's just, as you stand on the street looking down this line of houses, it's just bright and cheery and fun.
I love that they involved the whole family in it. That's so fun.
Right? Yeah. Turned out really cute too. So we'll do the tour of the main house first, and then I'll do a tour of one of the ADUs. But I want to say, so remembering that he was very budget conscientious, he went with the classic exterior elevation for this, which of course means that 50-year James Hardie siding and trim, your 50-year roof, your lifetime Geldwin windows. But this jurisdiction required what they called architectural features. So we added a couple of things to this standard classic elevation. We added windows to the garage door. We added trim work around the windows in the front of the house. And then we also added this half-light window to the front door. And that was enough to meet their requirements. Everything else you see here is standard with this floor plan. This customer also went turnkey for site prep, meaning that Adair took on the bulk of their site prep project. So this concrete slab in front of the garage, this 20 by 20 slab, and then the concrete walkway and the concrete stoop in front of the front door, that was all included in his turnkey package.
I love that. And so then for those of you on the call, if you haven't been to a lot of our events or aware of how Adair Homes works and you have a question, what Katie's talking about site prep and things like that, you can use the chat feature and ask any questions at any time, and we'll be sure to get to your question. So, thank you, Katie.
Okay, so here we are at the front door. So like I said, we upgraded this front door to meet an architectural requirement for the jurisdiction. The standard door does not have a window with this elevation. So one of the reasons I'm excited to show this off is that this customer, again, being very budget conscientious, went standard features throughout. So it's a great example of the lovely end product that you can have by choosing from all standard features. There is one upgrade in this house that I will point out. Otherwise, I'll just kind of show you his standard selections and some of the other options. But as we walk in this front door, we're in this kind of great open space. So great room, dining, kitchen combined. We do the standard sheet vinyl entryway here. And you can see they used the same sheet vinyl in the kitchen dining, and you'll see it again as we tour. And then right to the right of this entry is this little full-size coat closet. So you have a full-size door, you have your shelf and pole, nice storage right here. They chose to paint the inside of the home themselves to build a little sweat equity. And so you will notice as we go, the ceilings and walls are painted. They're still working on painting the trim. But this is, as I shut the closet door, this is our standard wall texture. So you can see the orange peel here, the machine brocade on the ceiling. And then into our great room. So this great room is about 17.5 feet by 15 feet. And this, I'll pause because this is their one and only upgrade they did in this house. So standard lighting in the great room was more of a floor lamp setup. So it's an outlet connected to a switch. Alternative options are obviously recessed lighting, a fan, or this, like they did this flush mount ceiling light right here. And there's a 6-foot window in this room, so there's lots of light you can see coming in here. And this is one of the standard carpet selections. Alternatives being luxury vinyl plank, laminate plank, engineered hardwood, tile. But moving from the great room, so I'll pause on the kitchen for a second. So they used all standard features in here. So these are standard beach cabinets. There's multiple styles and stains to pick from within that standard selection. So they went with a shaker style and kind of a copper colored stain. They've got their standard drawer pulls, standard laminate countertops, which we'll see again in the bathrooms. And then at the time that they ordered this house, this style backsplash was one of our standards. It's now subway tile. And then you can see standard kitchen appliances in here. We've got our stainless steel glass top whirlpool here, microwave hood, and then our stainless steel quiet run dishwasher. And then moving slightly into the dining room. So our massive sliding glass door here, and this little concrete slab out here, this little sitting area is also included in the turnkey package. But right off the dining room, so this is our garage access. So we have our standard 20 by 20 garage. We've got a concrete slab here, which is included. Unfinished is standard, 16-foot garage door. And then we have our A.O. Smith heat pump water heater here in the garage as well.
Hey, Katie, while we're in the garage, maybe we could take a moment. Kevin is asking is there a standard development costs and how those vary? Do you have any advice for him?
Yeah, development meaning just, I'm assuming all of the site development package.
Yeah.
Um, it really varies depending on the size of the home you're going to build. I would say the two biggest costs within that development are your jurisdictional permits and your excavation. So we would break down with you kind of depending on the land you're looking at and the size of home that you're trying to build and give you a more clear idea of what to expect. But there's so many variables within that category. Okay, so I wanted to spend a little more time in the kitchen here. Um, so you can see where the fridge is going to go. So the customer is going to provide their own fridge, but as you can see, it's plugged and plumbed for an ice maker. So it's literally just bringing the appliance in and connecting it kind of situation. They've got their standard brushed nickel drawer pulls here. And as I turn around, you will see lots of great storage on the island. So they've got these super deep cupboards and drawers on their island here. So good use of space, good storage in here. Just another shot of the cabinets. And then you can see we have standard recessed lighting in here. So they actually have 5 lights total in this little space, 1 over the sink and then the 4 on the same switch here.
So are those are the standard cabinet, the countertops, correct?
Standard everything in there. Yep, countertops, lighting, everything.
It's a really nice laminate they chose.
Yes, yeah, it turned out so great. And this is our little dining room chandelier. Okay, heading down the hallway here. So there's our thermostat.
Well, looking at the thermostat, Fernando has a question about the heating and cooling system that's included with the standard plan. Can you speak to
Yes.
that?
So as a standard, we do your heat pump. So your air conditioning, your heat, your furnace as well is all included in that base price. You'll see, I'll actually, if we go forward a little bit, I'll dive in. These customers decided to do natural gas for their furnace and then an air conditioning unit. So I will show you that a little bit. Other options being LP, natural gas, electric, but the heating and air conditioning is included in that base price. Okay, so here we are in bathroom 2, and this is, we have our standard preformed fiberglass tub shower combo, our standard laminate backsplash that was carried on from the kitchen. We do all Moen fixtures, so you can see here in this chrome color, alternatives being, oil rub bronze or brushed nickel. Same with the shower accessories. We've got our towel bar, our toilet paper holder, our hand towel holder, and then the same sheet vinyl that we saw in the entry in the kitchen dining.
It's so beautiful. And for people who have worked with Adair Homes in the past, like our expanded standard options program is so exciting because that doesn't look like a standard product to me. It's really pretty flooring.
I agree. So you can see here the standard bathroom vanity light. Of course, if this was a longer vanity, you would have either 4 or 5 lights here. But just a cute little bathroom. And then as we leave this bathroom, we have this massive closet right here. So on the first side of the closet is just great storage space. So just tall, vacuums, mops, the like, lots of storage in here. On the other side is what we were talking about earlier. So this is where their gas furnace is located, or where the furnace portion is located.
Yeah. Katie, we did have a question about the heating and cooling system. Oh, sorry, I just lost it. It was, is it ducted or ductless, the AC?
So ducted is the standard. There are ductless options, which we could just dive into depending on the size of the house and the requirements, but definitely some options there.
Thank you.
Okay, so leaving this furnace here, as we head down the hallway, we come to a second massive closet. So just standard bifold doors here. And inside we have washer dryer connections. So this is the utility closet really conveniently located kind of between all 3 bedrooms. Standard flooring down there again, and then good storage up here for detergents, etc. And then directly across from that closet, we have bedroom 3. So this is a 10 by 10 bedroom. It's got a nice big 4 by 4 window there. Standard trim, standard 6-panel door here, all paint grade. I want to point out on this window, so you can see the standard is just paint ready windowsills. Alternatives, if you prefer more of a trimmed out finish, we can do full wraps, we can do sills, we can do aprons. We have craftsman style, architectural style. So there's so many options here if that's a look you like. But here's a 6-foot closet. Oops. So we've got our standard bypass doors and then shelf and pull on here. So really great size closet for this space. Okay, then leaving bedroom 3, bedroom 2 is almost a mirror image. So same size window, same size closet, perfect kids room, perfect guest room. And there's our bypass door closet. Okay, so entering the master suite. So this room is 12.5 by 13 feet. It's got its 5 by 4 window. And I will come back to the closet. I think I kind of zoom over it here. But it has its ensuite bathroom. So you'll see the fiberglass tub shower combo, your Moen fixtures, your chrome shower accessories, and then again, those standard features in here. So whoops, I'm gonna go back just a little bit and pause. So you have your vanity light, but then these, I guess I have a hard time pausing right there. Your laminate countertops and these same beach shaker style cabinets that we had in the kitchen, your same drawer pulls. So good storage in here too with these 2 huge drawers, smaller one on top and the 2 cupboards. And then back to this closet that we passed over. So this is a 6-foot closet, again, 5-foot bypass doors, but it's super deep. So plenty of storage in here. And then finishing on our standard light fixture. Okay. So from there.
We have a couple more questions about that house before we move on to reviewing the floor plan some more. But so Fernando was looking at the laundry room and was curious about laundry appliances.
Okay, so washer, dryer, and refrigerator are 3 appliances that the homeowner provides themselves. So we accommodate and we get the space ready. It's plumbed and plugged, but those are appliances that the homeowner will bring in and plug in themselves.
And then for Kevin, can you talk a little bit about the ones that are included?
The appliances that are included?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So we use Whirlpool as a standard, stainless steel. So you have your electric glass top oven, your microwave hood, and then the silent or quiet run dishwasher, all stainless steel. Alternative options being white or black, all included in that base price. And then of course, upgrade options. So there's gas options, there's double oven options. We have Maytag as an option too. So any appliance set up under the sun that you know, based on your preference and your desire.
Thank you. And then, so Corinne had a question after we left the garage and was curious about the upgrade cost to finish the garage walls.
So there's a couple levels of upgrade depending on the size of your garage, but you can do an insulation, drywall, and tape. You can do drywall, tape, and texture. But we can always quote that for you. So if you call into your homeownership counselor and just let them know the size or the floor plan that you're looking at, and let them know what you'd like to do in the garage. There's definite options there. Okay, should I head to the ADUs?
Yeah, and as you head into these other plans, it's awesome because these were completely custom designs, right?
They're completely custom. Yep.
Before we go into the custom, so we can talk a little bit about the cost to go down the custom home path or the process for that. But so what if someone wanted to customize this plan? Kevin is asking if how that works to modify an existing plan, which is different than custom.
Of course. So there's quite a few routes you can go. There's, of course, our pre-engineered as you see it plan. There's minor custom option upgrades. So say you want to make this closet bigger, you want to delete this wall. There's a lot of things you can do to modify this house that we consider just custom options, and we quote to you based on what you'd like to do. If you're wanting to reconfigure completely and maybe add square footage and bump walls out, we have a path called highly modified, which is where we connect you with our drafting team, and they have a meeting with you and pick your brain to make sure that they're on the same page as what you're wanting your end result to be. And then they quote you based on that conversation. And then the third path being where you just come to us with your entire own set of plans that are unlike anything we have. And again, we set you up with our drafting team. They comb through this house with you and pick your brain about everything you'd like this to be when it's completed. And then we quote based on that conversation again.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you came up with for these ADUs. Did that start completely from scratch, or how did those start?
Completely from scratch. So actually, this customer, when he first came to us, didn't even realize it was an option to build these on his land. But of course, they're building for investment. So when they found out that they could build these 800 square foot homes and rent them out, they were very excited about that. But the idea here was to work within that 800 square foot cap and just get maximum living space in that cap. So completely custom, and they had great ideas. They were well researched, and they knew exactly how to get the maximum use for the space, and they knew exactly the kind of genre they wanted to appeal to when it was all said and done. So they came to me, they had all the great ideas. I can take no credit. But so we have here the single car garage. They put their washer dryer in the garage to save space indoors. So they'll have their water heater, washer dryer all in this garage.
Garage too.
Yeah, good storage back here. 8-foot door, so you can fit your car and also some kind of a shop area in the back. And then they have open concept again. So they've got great room, kitchen, dining space, all together, half bath downstairs. And then upstairs, couple bedrooms and a full bath. So I'm gonna take you on the tour. I have to apologize ahead of time because the crew was working when I went to take this video, and so I tried to stay as out of their hair as possible. So I'll just pause at multiple points because it's a really short video. But you can see, so I only videoed one, however, they're both just mirror images of each other. So I started in the garage of this one. So here we are in our single car garage. There's still quite a bit of construction storage happening in here, so you can't get the full feel for how big this garage is. But water heater will be here. All concrete slab, of course. And then washer dryer will be back here in this corner. And then here is our panel. And then we come in from the garage again, straight into our dining space. Lots of carpet. I'm so sorry about all the storage happening, but you can still get a good feel for what this is going to be when it's finished. So they used actually the exact same selections in these homes, which of course they didn't have to. But for the sake of keeping it simple, they use the same laminate, the same colored and style cabinets and drawers. Of course, they have the same appliances. So oven will be here, dishwasher will be here. Sink right under the window. And then as we turn here, refrigerator will go here with storage above. And again, a massive sliding glass door. And you can see they've got it framed here and ready for a concrete pour. So they'll have, again, a little concrete patio area. So the great room in this house, as I turn around, is about 13.3 by 9. So it's not big. The open concept makes it feel quite a bit bigger. It's a good use of space. Carpet is actively being put in as I'm there. Then they had that same sheet vinyl entry that we saw in the main house. And this door here is a half bath, or will be a half bath.
You guys really did do a great job with this design, because we haven't even seen the upstairs, and I'm already surprised at how big it feels for.
Right? Yes, they were so smart with this. Coming up the stairs, so we have our landing here, and there's 3 doors from the landing. So first we have our little 3x4 window, so we've got some good light coming into this space. There's our ADU next door. But the first door is the full-size bath. So again, we've got the same cupboards, the same laminate, the same backsplash, Moen fixtures coming soon, fan, of course. So here's our preformed tub shower being used for door storage right now, but you can see it's in there somewhere. And then our sheet vinyl floors again. And then heading into the first bedroom. So these bedrooms are, this first one is 11.5 by 10. And they've got that big 4x4 window in there. So closet doors coming soon. They're going to have bypass doors on these closets. Standard trim package will be in. And then the second room being the exact same size as the first room with just a slightly larger closet, bypass doors again. But you can see, so they were thrilled for the amount of house they were able to get under that 800 square feet. And they're using these as rentals, and they had a list of people requesting them before the houses were even complete. So final product, they were thrilled with what they were able to get for what they spent on all 3 of these builds.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to them.
Kudos to them, yes. It was so fun. It was kind of a learn as you go. They were actually the first ones built in this jurisdiction, but it was great end result, and they're so happy. So awesome option for them.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Katie. Well, I'll ask you for some advice that you might have for everybody that's here. But before I do, just telling, we still have quite a few of you on the call. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them now while we have Katie here. So, but Katie, just if anyone on the call is thinking about getting started, what advice do you have for them? What's the first thing that they should be doing?
Well, my advice would actually be to come in and meet with one of your homeownership counselors. I think the idea of building is so daunting. In that first meeting, just puts your mind at ease because you're like, okay, this is easy. I can do this. Anyone can do this. And so it's never too early to get that appointment done, learn how to build your budget, learn what's available in your budget and what you can do with your house. So my advice is to just make that appointment and learn how it all works.
Awesome. That's great advice. And we have in all of our branches, we have people like Katie who are experienced in helping you customize a plan, or if you have an idea like this great family had, helping you just realize your idea. If you don't have land, that's okay, right? Just come on in. A great way to make an appointment is to reach out to our online sales team. You can do that through live chat or calling the 1-800 number. Okay, so where do we build in Western Washington? So we build in pretty much all of Washington. There's very few areas, Kevin, where we don't build. Let's see if there's any other questions. Okay, so Steve has a question, Katie, that might be a good one for you. It says, if I present a custom home plan, is there additional charge? So the answer is yes, but can you explain that process a little bit for Steve?
Yes. So I guess I would say the most significant charge is just that these plans that you see on our website are all pre-engineered and ready to be built. So of course your plan will have engineering and design fees associated with it. But we can always, so you can present your plans to your homeownership counselor anytime, and they can give you an idea of what to expect as far as price per square foot and get you a mental budget so you can start planning.
I know this was a unique project because it was one house, but it was also 3 houses.
Exactly, yeah.
So just using the main house as a guideline, can you give Fernando a little bit of an idea of how long it took from start to finish?
Yes. So he used Turnkey for his site development, which was very helpful in speeding up the process. On average, out of this branch specifically, our build time is about 9.5 months. So we give you 120 days to prepare the site if you choose to do it yourself. And then our build time is just about 5.5 months. In this case, it was a little bit less, about 1.5 months shorter than the average, just because we took on that turnkey responsibility. And it just helped cut some corners as far as time savings, just knowing our own schedules.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I think that's great about Turnkey. So our sweat equity program that allows customers to prepare the site for construction is great. But when we think about the expression time is money, and just the fact that it can shave off that much time, it makes it really an exciting thing.
Absolutely.
Well, it doesn't look like we have any more questions right now, but Katie, thank you so much for sharing this house with us, and thank you to the family also for, oh, we have one more, we'll answer this one more question before we let everybody go, but Sheila is asking, oh, can we talk a little bit, we were just talking about Turnkey and how it can shave off time. So Turnkey, I know it's a range, it's not like a flat number, but can you give Sheila and everyone else on the call a little bit of an idea of the added cost for Turnkey?
Added cost. So turnkey meaning we take on the bulk of your site development, obviously totally dependent on the size of the home that you're trying to build, and also totally dependent on the area you're building in and the branch you're working with. Here in my branch, the range, depending on size of home, is about $35,000 to $40,000 as an average.
Yeah, and those are costs largely that the homeowner is going to be spending anyway. It's just, do you want Adair Homes to manage it, or do you want to manage it yourself, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yep.
So she also wants to know, if you choose Turnkey, is there any sweat equity required?
There's not sweat equity required. There's still a couple of equity opportunities. So mainly I'm thinking interior and exterior painting. However, we can make this process as turnkey as you want. So if you don't want to do the painting, we can take that on. If you, I mean, there's opportunities to do as much or as little of the work as you'd like as far as site development.
Yeah, that's one of the great, I think that flexibility is one of the things I love so much about what we can offer to people, because it's really helps you prioritize, or you know, like if the granite countertop is a priority to you, like maybe you choose to paint, or if building 2 ADUs on your property, you're going to choose, you know, it lets you have some flexibility.
Absolutely.
All right. Any final words for everybody?
No, just thank you for joining me. I was excited to share this, and yeah, call us, call your homeownership counselors and get all your questions answered.
All right. Thank you, Katie. And thank you to everybody who joined us today. Have a great day.
Thank you.